All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect. I got the brother Dawadah with me, and we're going to be going into Isaiah 4:1. The brother did a video earlier on it, but I just, want to add onto what the brother was going into. And, real quick, if you don't mind, bro, Baba Kashai, you could, give us the rough summary on what we spoke about May 5th.
So back in 2020, they did a whole, just like they did eviction moratoriums where people didn't have to pay their rent, that were affected by the whole pandemic and stuff. They did the same thing with student loans to where they put a freeze on you having to make your payments. Didn't mean that it wasn't still owed. And for the last 5 years, people haven't been paying it. So right now, 4 million people are already in default. And as of May 5th, they're gonna owe this money, and they're gonna garnish their checks. They're gonna garnish their if they got Social Security, they're gonna garnish their tax returns if they haven't received one yet. And also, there's about 5 when these payments pick back up. There's supposed to be like 4 or 5 million more people that are going to default. So right now, there's 4 million that's already in default, and it's gonna be another 4 million added. And the majority, if you go into the demographics of who owes the most, women, and in particularly black women, owe the most. But it's gonna hit these all these women the hardest more than it hits men, because a lot of their degrees really aren't worth the jobs that they have now. If they're out of school, they got entry level jobs. If they're working for the government, then a lot of them are getting laid off and stuff. So like it says in Isaiah, neither shall there be any work for Egypt. So we coming into those times, and then on top of that, you have to pay your student loans, which you took out student loans to get a job to pay for your student loans. It was a whole catch-22.
Yep.
And those student loans incur interest. Just like your house payment, just like your car payment. If you're not paying the principal on it, it's gonna start accumulating interest more. So they're never gonna be able to pay the shit off. And on top of everything else be getting more expensive. All right, hey, these women about to be in horrible cases, man. It's gonna be men too, but hey, there's less. There was just a TikTok trend where these so-called black women were saying, why aren't there black men going to school or going to college? Hey, because the so-called black men, they're using their hands, they're getting into these trades, and of course y'all was calling them bums and all that shit. But guess what? They don't have student loan debt. If they're plumbers, electricians, and stuff like that, they got their certifications, they're gonna be good. Yeah, we all gonna be affected, but these women that have these useless ass degrees, unless you're a nurse or you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that, most of the degrees are completely worthless. Studying psychology, studying liberal arts, just to go party and bullshit and be whores. Yeah. And now it's about to be people been saying this is about to be the equivalent of child support for you damn women. You're about to feel how these men feel.
Oh yeah, and at the same time, you got the price of goods going up. These tariffs, they're still marinating, man. Okay, and Trump did the 90-day pause, so it's only a matter of time before all that go back into effect. And then Trump just came out today, and I shared it in the chat earlier. He pretty much said he spoke with Netanyahu. He called him BB Netanyahu. And he said that pretty much they on one accord on everything. So it's about to go down, man. And once again, you women, you are the main consumers in this country. Okay, that's why, we spoke, not too long ago, when you go to the mall, the first thing you see is a Macy's, J.C. Penney's, Bath and Body Works. Pretty much everything is centered around women, man. Okay, and you women, you ain't gonna have the money to pay your bills and to pay, do your nails and, your upkeep, because they gonna be garnishing wages out your checks, man. So we in the time where the Lord is about to bring you women real low, man. And this scripture right here in itself tells you how low these women are going to be, because right now women are the prize in this society. What can you do for them? If you ain't giving me this kind of energy, I don't want it.
Let me get that, Jeremiah real quick.
Oh, kind. Yeah, let's bring it out first. You pretty much got to do everything to please the woman. Okay, she's not taught how to please you. Growing up in this world, a man is taught how to treat a lady, and a woman is told she's the prize, she's valuable, don't settle, do better. She's not taught how to please a man. So when this time come, hey, you women, man, which the Lord already sent the forerunner, this red pill shit. All right, which is getting you in the idea of what a real man wants. That's all this shit was. It's just a prelude to the prophets, being more precious than fine gold.
That's right.
But you got it, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man.
And when you look up that word compass, it means like to go around. So these women, they have surpassed men in this society. A chick, she can be average in the face, but if she got a body, if she got a rack on her, she can get 5,000 likes. She can go viral. And now she's getting DMs from celebrities, from rich people. And she looked down on the average men. Most of these women, they look down on the regular guy. They all want the same top tier % of men. Okay? And once again, they've been told they're better than men, women empowerment, women rights. They can choose if they want to have the baby or not. They can choose if they want to leave the family. They can initiate the divorce. They can take the kids, put the man on child support, take everything the man got. They can lie and say the man, like Shannon Sharp going through some shit right now.
Yeah.
Some chick saying he raped her or some shit.
Yeah, well, it's all about money, bro.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why, hey, through the spirit of power, it's to speak on. It's the spirit you mentioned.
Yeah,
but because he's somebody that's successful in this world. But that's why the Lord said, "Lay not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, or where thieves break through and steal." Yeah. These women are thieves, man. Yeah. He has a lawyer, or she has a lawyer that was trying to get Jay-Z and shit like that. So they trying to go after Jake. But his lawyer, basically told him to release that shit. Yeah, it's embarrassing because it's private conversation. She talking about she want his big black babies and shit. And of course Eve mad, but it is what it is. She was taking ride from him. Now she was upset when I guess she found out about it was other women around. It was other women, which that's gonna happen. These women got to get over that shit. Yeah. If you a man of substance and stuff, you're going to deal with more than one woman. Exactly. That's just how it is. And the world is going back to that, like it says in Isaiah 4:1. On his level, it's a carnal level. And she basically wanted $50,000. And more than likely, he didn't want to pay that shit. But either way, these women, they call it hell. The price of that shit about to drop anyway.
Yeah, because all of these women, like the scriptures say, these women, they're the wicked woman is snares and nets.
Exactly.
She's always trying to lay a trap. She's trying to get hold of you, man. Yep. And if you ain't pleasing the Lord, you ain't gonna escape her. She's gonna consume you. So that's why it don't matter what level you on in this society. Oh, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
Yep.
That's the spirit, right?
Yep.
It popped up. But I wanted to make a point real quick. It don't matter what level you on financially in this society. We're still under these curses, man. The woman eye is still gonna be evil toward her husband. So you can have all the money. All these women gonna do is play that role. They're gonna pretend they love you. They're gonna pretend they care about you, all so that they can get pregnant by you and put you on child support and leave you, man. And she can be a skeezer for 18 years, getting money from you. That's all these women want, man. Women are wise in wickedness. They know how to survive in wickedness. And that's why the times we're coming into, we know these women, they're going to have to adapt. So they're going to be wise in righteousness. They're going to see, oh yeah, the Lord is dealing with these men. Just like how they wise in wickedness, they're going to be wise in righteousness. The Lord is dealing with these men. I know I shouldn't talk unless I'm spoken to. I know I shouldn't argue with him. I know I shouldn't make him mad. He's my ticket out of here. I don't care how many women he got. I'm about to read it. This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. Then you say you got it in another. It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. You see that? So they're not going to have multiple men. Like in this society, a woman wants to have the best of both worlds. She wanna sleep with more than one man. She wanna have a man for this, a man for that, a man for this bill, a man for that, a man for pleasure, a man that pay for her dinner. But 7 is a number of completion, man. It's going to be so many women. Brothers going to be hiding from women. Like, no, I'm cool. Of one man. And this is what they're going to be saying. We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Because once again, in this society, what can you do for her? Because really, that's what really causes problems in relationships, financial problems. Yeah. You know, soon as you get behind on the bill, you know in your mind it's going to get handled. Yeah. But the woman, they're faithless. Then they start losing respect. Then they start looking for a guy, an upgrade. Because everybody in their ear tells them, well, you need to do better. He ain't doing what he's supposed to do. You need to do better. Yeah. And then if she is talking to other men, he's a broke ass nigga. He can't, that nigga, everything is getting it. And the woman is the weaker vessel. Mm-hmm. So they eat all this shit up. So in this society, once again, you gotta, like these women, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that, you gotta do. No, the scripture just said, they're gonna say, we will take care of ourselves. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about feeding me. I'll survive. You don't have to worry about clothing me. I'll fucking rip up some shower curtains and turn it into a dress. Only let me be your wife to take away my reproach, because these women are gonna fully understand. Just like in wickedness, if I get pregnant by this NBA nigga, if I get pregnant by this athlete nigga, I got him for 18 years. Well, if I get pregnant by this man of the Lord, the scriptures say she shall be saved through childbearing. Mm-hmm. If I get pregnant by him, then that's my ticket out of here. Mm-hmm. And they ain't gonna argue with you. They're not gonna say, you got another woman, you cheated on me. None of that shit, man. And it ain't gonna be no... You gotta, on these dating apps, I'm not looking for a hookup. If you talking about sex, you're getting blocked. They think you're supposed to take them on 4-5 dates. Yeah. Give them the time to think about it. Meanwhile, you sacrificing your time and finances and don't even know for sure if things is gonna go well.
Yeah, man, down with that shit.
That shit is over. You just gonna give it up. You gonna have to come and you gonna give it up. And we ain't gonna be, like we was saying on the ride here, we ain't dealing with no 35, 40-year-old then had 2 divorces. Yeah. 2, 3 divorces, got 2, 3 baby daddies, going to the gym, IG model. We don't want them bitches.
Cause all that gaslighting and shit, like work on Facebook now. You must want a little girl. Yeah. Man, that shit ain't gonna work when we hold the card.
Yeah. What you gonna say? We'll kill you. Yeah, bitch, we'll kill when it's that time when we got the power. And we up, like, bitch, I will kill you.
Esau not gonna be able to save you.
Esau ain't gonna save you. You ain't gonna have 911. A simp ass nigga ain't gonna save you because he getting put to death. Yeah. That nigga getting smoked, or he might already be sent overseas.
Well, yeah.
He might be drafted in the war. But you got it, bro. You got it.
I was gonna say, in the NLT, it's gonna say this. It says this. Isaiah 4:1 in the NLT says, in that day, so few men will be left.
So few men will be left, because what does it say in 2nd Ezra 16? The virgin shall mourn having no husbands. Yep. The women shall mourn having no helpers, because the men are gonna die in the war and the famine. So the Lord is setting this thing up beautifully. The Lord is about to shorten the number of men.
Yep. And we already, the ratio is already off. I mean, not off, but the ratio is already 7-1. It's about to get even crazier.
Yeah, it's about to get even crazier, man. It's going to be like 20 to 1.
Yeah, it's going to be
20 women to 1 man. So you going to have to share a man. And you going to be cool with it. Ain't going to be no arguing. Ain't going to be no jealousy.
Like that
bitch, you could get the stepping. You said what?
Like that show, The Bachelor, this newest season of The Bachelor. It's a Jake man.
Yeah.
All these other seasons, it was an Edomite man. Mm-hmm. Now it's a Jake man. Yeah. With a bunch of with a bunch of bunnies.
Yeah,
man.
Jake next. Because you're gonna realize we don't need you women. We can bring you back through any woman. So you gonna shut the fuck up, and you gonna do when we tell you to do something, you gonna do it, man. You ain't gonna back talk. You ain't gonna roll your eyes. You ain't gonna whisper under your breath. You gonna fucking do it, because if you got a problem, guess what? It's 40 other women at the door waiting. Bitch, you can leave. All right, let the next bitch come in. Right. Yeah, next. You got it, bro.
Yep. It says, in that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man.
Will fight for each man, because just like on that Bachelor show, women, they like competing. Yep.
Yep.
You know, you had For the Love of Chance, For the Love of Ray J.
Yeah, Flavor Flav.
You know, Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Women love competing and competing, you know, because women are just big kids.
Yeah.
Okay? They have a child mindset, no matter what their age is. You know? So they're gonna be competing like, I can do this better than her. I can do that. Cause then it's gonna be, what can you do?
Yeah.
Ain't you already see what I can do?
Yeah.
The Yahweh Bashim Shai is with us.
Yeah.
You don't need to ask what I can do, bitch.
Yeah.
What can you do?
What can you do?
You know what I mean?
Why should you be here?
Why should you be here?
Because every woman that's gonna be around us, they all gonna have a vagina.
Yeah.
So you can't come.
You
with
can't
that
say,
shit.
"Oh, my
Yeah.
pussy wet."
Yeah.
And all pussy's wet, bro. All pussy cream. A bitch can't say, "Oh,
That's
my
facts,
pussy
bro.
cream," bro. Every through this, bro.
If she taking care of herself,
Bro.
drinking water and shit,
The Lord knows, bro. I know through experience.
pH balance.
All these women cream, they get wet,
Yeah.
they toes curl,
Yeah.
they get cold chills in their body,
Get the shaking and shit.
get the shaking. It's none of that shit that they use in this world to exalt themselves.
They all low ride.
It's like, what else can you do outside of sexually? What else can you do for me?
Yep.
You know, because I can get that from any woman. And that's when they gonna be, but the Lord gonna put the spirit on the elect lady. They gonna say some shit that it's gonna be like, oh, okay, you can stay.
Yeah.
You can stay.
Yep. Cause
You know?
we ain't about like we not against we ain't against the Israelite woman that's gonna come in order, man.
Yeah.
We know all things must be fulfilled. So
Yeah.
There are women that are of the elect that will be
Yeah.
delivered.
And I believe, and this is just me speaking as a man, just like you got Israelite foreigners in the truth that's of the elect, I believe some of the elect lady gonna be Israelite foreigners.
Yeah.
Some of them might look like Edomite women.
Yeah.
Some of them might be, somebody might be out here
Yeah. Cause we're gonna be fully led.
looking like Kaylee.
Yeah, we're gonna be fully led through the spirit as to what women we deal. Because the Lord designed every man to like what he like, but the women that are with you, they're gonna be with you for a reason. It's not gonna be just for recreation for the most part.
It's gonna be more than just sex. Don't think, because I know brothers, we are sexually deprived, but don't think that we gonna have all these women and it's just for sex. Like, no, man, they hold more weight than that. They're of the elect lady. And they're gonna help you, for brothers that, got kids. Hey, the Lord could take out the baby mother, have somehow the kids get in your possession, and then you got all of these women that can take care of the kid, help take care of the kids.
Yep.
Hey, like that guy said downtown, which I believe he was an angel. If not, the spirit was on him to give us that message.
Yeah.
When he was like, take care of them kids, man. Hey, the way the Lord about to raise us up, that's gonna be nothing.
Yeah,
bro,
gonna
woman,
be good, man.
look, you can just take care of my kids.
Yep.
What? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good with kids.
They want kids anyway.
They do.
Hey, what's one of their main jobs, especially like the younger ones in high school and stuff?
Yeah.
They be babysitters.
Yeah.
So they do the shit anyway, bro.
And a lot of these younger women I've been seeing through the spirit, like different ones the Lord been allowing me to talk to. A lot of them, even some I've been seeing on these out, they'll say straight up, I don't care if you got kids.
Yeah.
It's just Eve that be on that shit.
Eve.
But
Eve is old news.
Yeah, Eve is, I don't know, ain't nobody think about you. I don't know if you saw that video I sent in the chat.
yeah.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah,
she was like, everywhere I look, the black man was with a white woman.
And what Apostle Dahar say? It's the spirit, man.
Yeah, it's the spirit. We don't need your ugly, black, bald-headed ass
Eve,
no
you
more.
can stay on the losing team because what Eve
Yeah.
been trying to do these last couple months was called divesting,
Yeah.
meaning they gonna go get with Esau.
Yeah.
Ooh, Esau on the way out.
Esau
man.
don't even want. Yeah, you on the losing team. Esau going down.
Esau women don't even want him.
Esau going down, and then now Eve is trying to be on the passport wave. That shit ain't
make
working.
sense. That
That
doesn't
shit
even
ain't.
make
Yeah,
sense.
it's not working.
Because you have to pay money to go get this man to so-called take care of you.
Yeah.
It's not the men are the breadwinners, men are the providers, so they can go and get a woman that ain't got much.
Yeah.
But your require, and that's another thing.
Yeah.
Because they be calling men up here bums, but they celebrate going down to Jamaica and getting rubbed on by a Benjamite bum.
A bum nigga that's just riding them down. Because that's why they go out there.
That's why they go.
They go out there to get rided down by 2-3 of them.
So
You know, wicked,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, so it's not even the same. You still putting money and resources into trying to find a man.
Yeah,
when it's the other way around.
You through. Bottom line, you through, and you can't come back to us. You gotta just wait till the kingdom. You gotta just wait till the kingdom.
Like Erykah Badu said, you
Yeah.
guess I'll see you next lifetime.
Facts.
Let me finish this out. It says, I'll read it again. It says, in that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, let us all marry you. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids.
Let us marry you. Marriage is what? Sex, man. Ain't this fucking bend the knee. Will you marry me? That's some bitch ass shit Esau made up, man.
Yep.
That ain't how we getting married in the kingdom.
Along with the diamonds. There was a damn Keisha that was on TikTok speaking on that, and she was like, basically the white man was so deceptive. Like he made diamonds a thing. Diamonds are not rare.
Yeah. It's common.
But it's a saying, diamonds are a girl's best friend. So when women say they want to be married, they want a diamond.
Yeah, that's all they want. They just want the image that come with marriage. The ring, the ring, the dress, the pictures, the videos, and then everything's about her.
Yeah.
It's not about the man at a wedding in this world.
It's her day.
It's her day. Everybody's happy for her, cheering her on. Do you accept her to be your wife? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah. And then there was a video in Nigeria of a couple, and she got on her knees.
Oh,
and
yeah.
said, I will submit to you.
Yeah.
And the American women was falling.
Yeah, they was mad. They was mad. They was
mean?
mad. Yeah.
Get up, sis.
Get up. He's supposed to serve you. See, that's why most of you gonna die, and we're gonna laugh, man. We ain't gonna show no kind of sympathy for you, man.
They so-called black over there. But they not tainted like Babylon.
Yeah. We gonna fucking laugh at you. But like I said, saying marry us, all of these women, they're gonna say, look, just stick it in me. Get me pregnant. Because they're gonna want your name, man. They're gonna want to be under your shadow, under your authority, man.
And when it says, because I heard the brothers of GMS Chicago going to that in the NLT, and it says being mocked as old maids.
Oh yeah.
A maid is already a young woman.
Mm-hmm.
So like technically these chicks that are in like college and shit, like they're technically old maids. When they 23, 24 and shit, and they ain't got no kids. Now that's normal in Babylon. Yeah. But back in the ancient world, you was married off and pushing kids.
Yeah, for sure. You already had like 2 or 3 already.
So they don't want to be like this old maid.
Yeah, like look, and we gonna get them, man. We gonna get them at the right, man. Some of the lady gonna be, I know you emotional niggas gonna get mad. Some of them gonna be like 14, 15. Yep. 16, 17, 18.
Take it up with the Heavenly Father, man.
Right.
We passed all that.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck about that emotional black woman energy on you niggas.
Nobody's dealing with them now.
We ain't pushing. Yeah, we ain't doing that now. But the time gonna come where, hey, we ain't gonna be criminalized for it, and they're, they be right. And the Lord is going to put them with brothers, man. It might be a 14-year-old, 15-year-old chick. Her family done got slaughtered. Yeah. She the only one alive, and she, the Lord lead her to you. Yep. You know what I mean?
Hey, when we used to go to war. The Lord had, he ain't say nothing about grabbing a woman who basically known man. Mm-hmm. Do you grab the one, if her parents didn't die, like Apostle Hart was going into it, her parents didn't die, she ain't at that age yet. She hasn't known man. You can take her with you. Just let her grow up a little bit. Then hey, if you like her, take her. Yeah. We going back to the old ways. Yeah. Because this American shit is crumbling fast.
Yeah. This wait until she's 18, and then when she's 18, oh, you a predator.
Yes. Yeah.
You gotta wait till she's 18, but when she's 8, oh, you a predator.
Because even Shannon Sharp, this chick that she dealing with, this chick that he dealing with, she's like 20. Yeah. And he's around 50. But there's nothing wrong with that. And it was consent. Like, these bitches gonna come out and try to say what they're in a consensual. She put a price tag on it, so that means she had that shit for sale. Yeah. Yeah, she's a little girl. No, the fuck she not.
No, she's not.
She talking about she wanted this man big black babies. What
does that little mean? Girls don't talk like that, and women mature sexually anyway before men. They don't none. You know, they try to say women mature faster than men. No, they mature when it comes to reproduction faster because at a young age they're already thinking about getting rotted down and pregnant, impregnated. You know. But yeah, we in that time, man. The Lord is bringing you women low, and He's elevating the men of the Lord.
That's right.
All right, because it's gonna come a time where the bare necessities, even these losers in the world, even they gonna have a little time, a short-lived time of women, you know, wanting to come under their roof and shit, and they're gonna take full advantage of it. They're gonna be graping them.
Yeah.
But the most precious men are gonna be the men, the servants of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I feel like we could wrap it up there. The title is Isaiah 4:1. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and Abba Babal.